Getting children to read is such a big struggle. But today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to encourage your children to read more and enjoy their reading time. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Gregory-jonah, and today I'm going to be sharing with you few tips on how to encourage your children to read more and enjoy reading time. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, I've got two amazing boys. One is 8, one is 4, and honestly, getting them to read at the initial stage before I also, equip myself was actually a big struggle. And I've had quite a number of, friends and family ask me, "Oh, Toyosi, so the boys love to read now," because they notice that, whenever it is I'm going to buy a book, they also want a book. Today I know quite a number of parents also complain about the same thing. Kids will just want to play, they just want to watch TV, but we really want them to read more. So I'm going to be sharing with you tips that is going to help you to encourage them to read and also to enjoy their reading times. As a mom with children, you understand that majority of what they learn and what they do is from watching us do things. And talking to them sometimes is almost like it enters from here and then it flies out from here. So my number one tip is to actually stop telling them what to do and inspire them. By inspiring them, I mean you start reading yourself. Let me give you an instance. So, for example, whenever it is I grab one of my books, by the way, I have got a new stash. I've got loads of new books that I cannot wait to dig into. Whenever it is that I grab my book and I sit down and I want to start reading, the next thing I see is Adam has gone that way. He's going to bring his own book. He's coming to perch beside me. Asha has gone to, grab his own book. He's coming to perch beside me. And honestly, these children learn by seeing, or they learn by, doing what we do. So because they see me read, they see their dad read, maybe it's just newspaper, maybe it's just a novel, maybe it's an autobiography, whatever. Once they see us grab a book, both of them will just run and go and bring their book and they will come and sit with us. So literally, that helped me to get them into the mode without having to struggle, without having to tussle, without having to force anybody or bribe anybody. So I want to encourage you to start to inspire them by you start reading yourself. And then when you start reading, they see something that you do consistently, they will get into the vibe. One way to get into consistent reading is to actually remind yourself. So I put it on my Google Calendar that, okay, on social days, I have to spend 2 hours, I have to spend 3 hours. So like I have reading goals. And once I start to read and I, get to that point, my phone tells me that I've gotten to my reading goal. So, the ability to actually, imbibe that culture, continue to do it consistently, just has a way of imprinting on our children. So start inspiring them to read by reading first. Another tip I'm going to share with you is to start to read with them daily, even if it's just 10 minutes. So by reading with them daily, I mean, now, this is not you reading your own book. This is you reading their own book. Now, the reason is this. For me, I realized that, whenever I, spend some time reading with Adam or Asha, I am able to help them, understand some certain things. Adam will ask me, "Oh, mommy, so what does this mean? Oh, mommy, so what does that mean? Let's go and get the dictionary and check this word." Like I said, this helps them to build new words. They learn new words. It builds their confidence. It builds, their understanding. So when you do this with them, like I said, it has to be done consistently for it to actually matter, for it to actually imprint and have effect. So I would do like a 20 minutes, or we will split it depending on how busy my day is. We could split 15 minutes with Adam, 15 minutes with Asha. And Asha's books are usually more pictorial. But then, because it sees that mommy is interested, mommy is really reading it, we read it, we act out some of the things that are written in Asha's book. He remembers the entire thing. He remembers the words. When we find new words, and then he asks, "Mommy, what is the meaning of this word? What does this word say?" I would explain it. That way is ginger tomorrow to bring another book and say, "Okay, mommy, so is our reading time together?" And aside from the fact that this encourages them to also read, it also encourages bonding time with your children. Spending that 10 minutes lying down on the rug and just reading through things does a lot for your relationship with your children. So reading with them at least like 10 minutes, or it really doesn't matter, maybe 5 minutes, depending on how your time permits you. So you don't feel like you have to do 10 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it is, whatever time that you've got to be able to read their own book with them and help them, find meaning to some of the words that they are confused about, help them understand what the story is saying or what the book is saying, really goes a long way, and it encourages them to continue to read. So my final tip is to have patience. It takes time. I constantly say this to moms because, um, you know, we all have this feeling. We all want quick results. We all want to see our children do better. If you start something today, we all, there's that urge to want to see them do better from tomorrow. But honestly, that's being unfair on ourselves. So be patient with them. It takes time. You have to consistently do it for them to pick up that behavior and then go with it consistently. Allow yourself, allow them to rebel some days when they don't feel like it, so that when they pick it up, it is enjoyable, is interesting. Because I have learned that with the things that parents force on children, they don't last. Once you're not there, they either drop the book or something like that. But let it be something that they've started to enjoy, and then they now reach out for it and say, oh, mommy, it's reading time. Mommy, we haven't read today. Give yourself time. Allow them time to also get into the rhythm of that new behavior so that they can do it continuously and enjoy it. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you've been able to pick one or two things from this video that you can start to try out with your children. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And also, let's get connected on social. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at tgjonah, one word. And until next time, bye.